You're watching The Real Petty Angel.
P, E, to the T, T, Y, I'm petty. Yeah, I'm petty.
Hey my petty angels, welcome back to my channel, and today's video, girl, many gems will be dropped. So I'm gonna need y'all to listen. I don't know if y'all experience this too, but my MacBook, she just be breathing so damn loud. Like, girl, calm down. Like, did you just run a marathon? Like, I don't understand what's going on with you. So something that's really been on my mind this morning, I recently thought back on my times in cosmetology school, and there have been so many things that I wish I would have known before I went, wish I would have realized while I was there. So something that I really want to talk about, well, first let me tell y'all what palette I'm using. I'm gonna be going into my Morphe 3502 palette in the shade, I'm gonna do something warm or something neutral. We're gonna go into the shade Dust. Girl, I'm not putting it on the screen, okay? I'm not gonna lift the palette up and show y'all. Like, I primed with my Ultimate Face Professional Hydrating Primer, the transformative one. The e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer in the shade Radiant Glow. And also my Bare Minerals Blemish Rescue Skin Clearing Anti-Redness Mattifying Primer. We're gonna go into the shade, like I said, Dust, with a fluffy blending brush, just for the crease, girl. And something that I really want to bring to many people's attention: talent does not equate professionalism. It does not. Just because you know how to do a bomb ass cut crease, just because you have the most amazing products, just because the first time you ever did a makeup look, the first time you ever did some winged eyeliner, it came out like amazing, that does not make you a professional. People fail to realize that, not with just makeup, but hair, just in life in general. Yeah, I have angels behind me right now. I don't know if y'all can tell. Listen, this is a spiritual channel, so if you're afraid of spirits and this is not the channel for you. To have the two is a big plus. If you have talent and you have the knowledge behind you to back it, you are unstoppable. You are a bad. Don't let anybody tell you differently. I really miss cosmetology school, I'm not gonna lie. I miss salon work, I miss the experience, I miss meeting new people and touching people's lives in so many different ways. I miss that. And honestly, I realized that when I started watching some of Guy Tank's videos yesterday, and also I was watching Time the Infamous's some of her old videos, and what really got me like, oh my god, she's that. Let me go into my next shade. I'm sitting here talking. We're making this look up as we go, y'all, so clear my throat chakra, please, and open it. We're gonna take our Morphe 35M Boss Mood palette. We're gonna go into Express Yourself. Express yourself. Excuse me. Y-O apostrophe. We're gonna take it and we're gonna go into our Outer V with Express Yourself. Something I noticed about this palette, not the best palette. Like, Morphe should have went back to the drawing board with this. Not really the most pigmented. You really have to build it up. Some of the shades aren't pigmented at all. I'm going in with it anyway because I know what shades are going to do what I need them to do. Back then, I wasn't as confident in myself as I am now, and as I should have been in my craft. Yes, I knew that I had talent. Yes, I knew I had the knowledge to back me, but I really didn't understand the level of knowledge, talent, and the confidence that should have been in me. And honestly speaking, it's something that many people will envy in you when you have it. I'm the type of person, not to brag, but like, there is no reason at all for me to not be sitting on like a couple billion right now with the talent and the ideas that I have and the knowledge that I have. Like, I'm not just bragging on myself here, I'm just stating facts. The whole point of what I wanted to say was going back to the statement that I made about professionalism and talent not being the same. I have both of those, so it's literally no reason for me to not be using them. We're gonna go into the shade Nude Tude, and we're gonna mix it up with a little bit of Green with Envy. I'm gonna go back into that same area, but we're gonna concentrate more into the crease itself, not really diffusing it out too much. I want to create some depth there. Did I say depth? It's depth. Do I have a list and not even know? Like, what the hell? I'm the type of person where I literally soak up knowledge. Like if I learned some like 3, 4, 5 years ago, randomly out of nowhere, it's just gonna come out in mid conversation when I'm talking to somebody and they're like, how the hell do you know all this shit? Like, what are you, an encyclopedia? Like, where did this come from? And I've always been that way. If you did not know, yes, I went to cosmetology school. I mean, that's obvious, but I did not acquire my license. I took the written test, passed it the first time, probably flying colors, because let me tell you, those flashcards, I had all of that knowledge down, honey. I have it down still. Like, something that I'm also grateful for, I have such a great support system. There were so many people there that believed in me and believe in me regardless of how I may have acted. And this is something else that I really want to discuss. I'm gonna take, let's see, we're gonna take the shade Bold Moves, but we're gonna take a very flat kind of, let me see if y'all can see that, focus, yeah, something like that. Wet your brush first. Don't be like me, but I don't really have anything to wet it with. All I have is like alcohol in a spray bottle. Not going to find a spray bottle for this, not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna take it and we're gonna apply it. This is gonna be like a not so precise cut crease, if you will. Y'all see what I'm saying about these Morphe? Y'all see what I'm talking about? I was rooting for you, 35M. I was rooting for you. So many people, especially in my cosmetology school experience, were committed to being misunderstood. They were committed to focusing on their misfortune and other that really didn't matter. Like, to be honest with y'all, I have never seen so many grown women that were TOFTS. Like, literally to be getting into it with the instructors every day, cussing them out, like not paying attention in class, talking, missing class, like, and whenever they were confronted, it's like, oh well, blah blah blah, I didn't do anything, oh we're not learning anything. I'm gonna be real, I was not exactly one of those people, but I was one of those who were sort of committed to just being like, oh we're not learning anything, oh blah 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 blah. And I can't blame it on everybody else that was saying this stuff and being like I was saying it because they were saying it, because at the end of the day, I'm grown. We were all grown there. So, well, let me say this. Age does not equate being grown. Let's be real. Because there was a lot of grown-ass men and women there that should have been wearing the Huggies that they were putting on their damn kids because it was so damn childish. You are responsible for how you act, how you show up, what you focus on, and what is the main focus in your reality. You! Nobody else is responsible for that. It should not have been other grown-ass women, instructors, having to damn near force us to come to class, damn near force us to go get clients, and those people literally had a job to teach us and verbalize the damn lesson plans, kind of get us to learn a little something, be a little hands-on with us, and that's it. They didn't have to force us to get the They didn't have to force us to go out there and get those clients that were required. We were required to have a number of clients the whole time we were there, the whole 1,500 hours. Otherwise, you wouldn't pass. You would fail. You would have to start the whole damn course over. They should have been running around the damn school looking for us, hiding in the bathroom and like, when I think back on that is childish as and they asked me, was I gonna come back to be an instructor? Girl, I really would be a great instructor. Let me not even lie like that. We're gonna go into the Wild Face Candy palette in the shade Rough. Same brush. I'm using my cleaning sponge, also some alcohol in between colors. So, and we're just going to, oh, that's not doing what I wanted to do. Oh no. Well, when you make a mistake, you gotta do it on the other side. We're gonna go back into Bold Move, but it's a lot of people who are old ass kids with heavy responsibilities and they think that they're grown. Sweetheart, you need a reality check. Like, I literally, whenever people would ask me about, I'm gonna bleep that out. The first thing I would tell them, oh, they're just blah 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 and blah 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 blah, and girl, this happened to me and this happened to me and this happened to me. And yes, I would include some of the positive, but I would be focusing on telling them, look girl, before you go, this is the bullshit that I went through. Don't want you to go through that bullshit. I mean, you could still go and you can still make the best out of your time, because just because I had this experience doesn't mean that you'll have it. I mean, it's great that I informed them of my experience, but that shouldn't have been my main focus. We're gonna go into the shade Hot Trot, same brush. Like I said, this ain't even doing what I wanted it to do. Oh hell no, that's definitely not doing what we wanted to do. Oh no, oh no. This is real and raw. I want you to know that cups are normal. Something that Our teacher once told me mistakes or things that she would have in her artwork, she wouldn't like try to erase them or take them out. She would make them a part of the art. To be honest, I feel like that makes a real artist. You know what? I like where this is going. It's kind of giving me duochrome type of vibes. So actually this is giving what I wanted it to give. But oh girl, hush. I like this. What? The times that I would literally hide somewhere in the classroom, or I would just sit in the classroom knowing that I had a client because I didn't want to go out to the floor and do it during the beginning of my experience, I could whoop my own ass for that. Literally nobody should have to come and get you to go do what you're paying to come there for and do. Literally, you're paying $20,000. You're not paying $20,000 to just sit your ass in the back and kiki and laugh it up with your friends in the bag. Like, that's not what you paying $20,000 for. If you want to do that with your $20,000, girl, waste your $20,000 in. I mean, $20,000 to you might be $10. I don't know, but I don't give a damn. I'm gonna be that billionaire that you might catch me in Dollar Tree sometimes. Okay, a full team of bodyguards in Dollar Tree with me, because I like Dollar Tree, but that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna be just spending recklessly because I have it. Like, no. Take every goddamn client that comes in for you. Take them damn clients. We're gonna mix up Green with Envy and a little bit of Express Yourself. We're gonna take it. I'm gonna go back into Express Yourself on this side and really focus that, because I don't want to miss too much of that green. And we're obviously doing this for a little contrast. Well, hello, Mr. Bug. What are you doing on my window? You are big as hell, but you seem cool. You chilling, I'm chilling, so hey. I most definitely have like horror stories and shit that I could be telling y'all. I'm definitely gonna tell y'all later on in this video. The great times most definitely outweigh all of those. Like, if I could go back and do it again, at first I said, when I graduated, I said hell no I would not, but when I think about it now, I really genuinely would. We're gonna take Stand Out. Oh girl, this formula is a no ma'am. I like that. I like that. Oh, this is perfect. Oh my god, I could cry. I learned so much. Honestly, when I was there, the biggest line that you would hear damn near everybody in there say is that we weren't learning. That was a damn lie. Girl, it's one of those things where you feel like you can't please everyone, because the days when we would complain saying that we felt like we weren't learning shit, there came a time where they finally were like, okay, we hear you, like we're gonna do something about it. So when they would actually mandate us to stay in class for a day or whatever amount of days, like people were complaining, people were on their phone, people were talking, people weren't listening, people weren't doing the work, people didn't feel like doing the work, but you just said that you weren't learning. But when we bring it out the for you to learn, it's a problem. What do you really want? Because we don't even know if you know what you want, and that is real. Can I get an amen? If you get a client and like the vibe is off, their energy is off, you have the ability to shift their frequency. You don't have to reside in that. You don't have to stay like that. If they don't want to talk, you don't know what the hell people have been through. You really don't. And to be honest with you, when people go out of their way to do this and do that to you and be rude and be hateful and be mean, that is never ever personal. Let me be real with you. That is not personal. It's not. Because people who literally go about their day-to-day life, they're focused on healing, they're focused on them, they're focused on their light. I mean, everybody has a bad day. Or they may have a bad moment. Let me say that. I don't speak on bad days. Nobody has a bad day. You may have a bad moment. You had bad moments throughout your day. You didn't have a bad day. That one moment shouldn't dictate how you describe your day. It shouldn't. Now, some people are going to be like, well, how the hell do you say that if somebody had a good moment in their day and they're like, oh, I had a great day? Look, I'm an optimist. So, sorry y'all, camera cut off. I'm not going to just be like, okay, well, if that's how you describe it, then that wouldn't be how you do. I'm not going to go back and forth. No, we're not. No. I loved, honestly, being on the salon floor. I loved meeting new clients, being able to like inform my clients about it. Was a lot of things where our instructors were like, oh, you should tell them like, oh, blah blah blah, like this product does this, and we would have to sell products. Literally every client I had should have been buying from me, because your girl had that product knowledge down packed. Okay, down packed. If anybody has any questions about Paul Mitchell products, I could literally tell you right now. That's because my ass paid attention to product knowledge, because I knew when I got on the salon floor, I wasn't gonna want to ask somebody like, oh, what should I use? Oh, should I use this? Oh, should I use this? People always coming to me asking me what they should use, but I didn't want to be that person. Like, I like to have that knowledge in my brain. I like to know what I'm doing, what I'm using. I don't like to have to ask anybody for I like to have that shit on my own. And there's nothing wrong with asking. There's nothing wrong with questions at all. Other people are there on the floor to help you out too. It's not just them getting their shit and going. Like, help each other out. I mean, you're not required to do it, but why the hell would you not? That's a little stingy. I don't like that. My eye looks low-key look a little bit different, and the Virgo rising in me is like wanting to fix it, but the artist in me is like, just go with it. We're gonna pump this on the face. I'm the type of person where people just get really comfortable with me. It's very easy to get comfortable with me. Like, people will literally come up to me in the damn store and start telling me their life stories. like literally, y'all may think that I'm joking, but I'm dead ass serious. It's my energy and I love it. I honestly, some days I'm like, oh my god, please leave me the fuck alone. But other days I'm like, this shit is beautiful. I've met so many different people and touched base with so many people from so many different backgrounds. I've had clients who literally almost left in tears telling me about their stories, recovering drug addicts. I've had people who had just gotten brain cancer. I've had deaf clients. Just making people feel special and bringing a smile to their face and seeing them after a service, seeing how comfortable they get with me during a service is like beautiful to me. Literally just sitting and having a conversation with your client. I mean, it's not about the money and the tips and shit, but I've had clients, some clients would literally leave and come back on their lunch break and sometimes to bring me my tip because they didn't have cash. I've had clients give me $60 tips. The tips were more than their service. Like, literally, y'all, you never know. Get comfortable with your clients. If you're not comfortable with like talking and stuff like that and really conversing with people, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat that's not really the job for you. It's not. It's more personal. You're dealing with people, so if that's not your strong suit and you're not willing to work on it, then you shouldn't be there. Because I'm gonna keep it real. It would be days sometimes, y'all, where I would be booked up all day and I would have to take like a quick lunch break while my client was processing at like 4 o'clock, and I would literally not have eaten the whole day. Hell, I remember one day I had to literally take my lunch break when we were supposed to be leaving, like 30 minutes before we were supposed to leave. I had to hurry up and take my lunch break because it was a requirement. Like, you couldn't just not take a lunch break because it would be considered stealing time. But I learned so much, not just even about hair and makeup and anything cosmetology related, but even with people skills and how to market, about taxes. The list is endless about that I learned. So the fact that people were so committed to saying that we weren't learning is actually really ridiculous, and I could see why a lot of the instructors were like upset, because that's like a slap in the face. I'm spending my time putting you on got me about this and you telling me you're not learning. Oh, bet that up. I think about all the times where I literally would have clients like falling asleep at the damn shampoo bowl. I can't lie, that was like one of my favorite things to do. I love shampooing people's hair. I love giving them the scalp massage. When you really learn how to get in there, you're gonna have people coming back. Even if they want to just get their damn hair washed and blow dried, you're gonna have people coming back. Don't be afraid of working with different textures. I don't know how your school worked, but literally at first they had it to where you could partner up with somebody. Everybody couldn't get an evaluation, a grade on that particular client, but you could have people helping you out. And not even to be funny, but there were so many people of different races that were learning how to do ethnic, kinky, curly, coarse hair and doing silk presses on them and coming out amazing. Like, girl, don't let that scare you. It's hair. I'm blending this out with my foundation brush, by the way, but I don't have like a good concealer for me to highlight with right now. I'm gonna go into my black opal neutral light powder. I'm not gonna bake. I'm just gonna set. Immediately dust away any excess. We're gonna go under here and blend out again. Same thing. This is a very matte look, by the way. I'm gonna take a very thin brush. Girl, it's a little raggedy of a brush. Don't mind that. We're gonna do a highlight with that, our nose highlight. You learn so much. The importance of measuring out product. Girl, when I see y'all pouring out powder and lightener and just getting it to a certain consistency, I am cringing. because literally in order for you to get a very even result, especially if you have to go back and mix again, you need to measure. That's with anything, even cooking. Like, you learn about facial structure, what cuts go good with facial structure, you learn about what makeup looks good on what facial structure, what the ideal facial structure is, the sections you take to cut, how to cut, because so many people, matter of fact, nah, because I need to demonstrate for y'all real quick. Oh my god, I'm supposed to be blending this. Oh, let me be petty real quick. Some of y'all favorite stylists cut hair like this, but honey, sweetheart, it's actually like this. The ergonomics to holding your body in a certain position when you're cutting, so that you don't break your damn back down, so that you don't get carpal tunnel. Girl, literally was taught about how much you should really be charging and how to value yourself when you have your pricing. It shouldn't just be for labor. What tools did you use? Boom, electricity. Boom, electricity, keep the lights on. Boom, whatever chair you're keeping them in, that cost. Boom, your talent. Boom, the time it's gonna take you. Boom, the products that you're gonna be using. All of that shit factors in. All of that. So literally, to be thinking that you're a professional stylist just because you have that talent, but you don't have all of that knowledge to back you up. You don't know about any diseases dealing with the skin. You don't know whether or not it's something that you can turn someone around for or bring them in and just do their hair anyways. You don't know literally simple shit. How if you're on high blood pressure medication and you dye someone's hair black, how it can tinge it green. Sweetheart, if you don't know all that, you're not a professional. I'm coming for you. You may have the talent. Can't nobody take that away from you. Nobody can take talent away from you. But if you ain't got the knowledge to back you up, you can't always just ride on that talent. And that's just real. We're going to wipe off our brush that we use for our nose highlights. I'm gonna take our bronzer or our contour powder, whatever you want to call it, sweetheart. Like I don't have a contour right now. I'm not doing cream. If you don't know proper techniques on how to dry hair faster and it will be times where it used to take me, like in the beginning, it used to take me ages to get somebody's hair dry, and I was like, what in the is going on? First of all, there are certain products that speed up your dry time. Listen to product knowledge and you would know that. And the techniques, the sections that you take, how you dry it, literally drying from certain parts of the shaft and then going back. This is all that I never would have known if I didn't go to cosmetology school. I really want to go back and clean that contour up. Things that you should do to not compromise the integrity of the hair. Well, I look crazy as hell. Girl, when you first step in that building, a lot of people gonna be like, I already know all this. Like, girl, anywho, like, look, I could just chill, just throw back and, you know, like, whatever, like, girl, anywho, like, yeah, I know what a hydrogen bond is. I know how you break it. Well, how do you break a hydrogen bond? I mean, you break that. Like, what you talking about? What you talking about? Like, you just break that, that's it. Well, what do you know about polypeptide chain? If you don't know the answers to them questions, get your ass in class and listen. Ooh, ooh, I just did something. Yeah. Oh, I gotta bronze my whole face. What am I doing? We're gonna take a fluffy face angled brush and we're gonna go into our bronzer. And girl, another thing, like, clients will lie to you. They really will. They will lie to you and they will lie on you sometimes. Their favorite lie, especially when they have box dye in their hair. Oh, I put it in there probably like 2 years ago. They be done just did that box dye a month ago thinking that they hair gonna live, thinking like, oh, you know, if I tell them that I just did it just now, they're not gonna take me. Sweetheart, it's a reason why people don't want to take you if you even just did that box dye. Your hair is not gonna lift, it's not gonna do shit, and you're gonna look crazy. Because you still gonna pay for that service. Like, don't think that you're gonna get out of paying for a service because your service didn't come out the way that you expected it to. And people be thinking that they gonna go from like jet black to ice blonde in one day without any damage because they go to the salon. Like, girl, who do you think this is? Oh, honey, this makeup, I did this. Let me change my camera battery and I'll be right back. And to the people out there who they get upset whenever someone is hounding them about measuring out product, if you run out of product and you just mixing and you're not really, it's literally formulas, like the ratio of which you're supposed to have one thing to another. You can't just be out here mixing. But them be the same people when they something up, they gotta call the instructor and be like, oh blah blah blah, like this happened to her, I don't know what's going on. If you had listened to them in the first place when they told you, hey, don't do this, hey, you do this, hey, we taught you this, you wouldn't even have them ups to deal with. And if you would, if you still did, you would know how to fix them. You know how to work with them. You wouldn't be panicking and like, girl, calm down, you doing too much. We're gonna dust that right off. Let me move my loud breathing ass neck, look over here and see. What are my little camera lens covered up? Girl. This is a full glam, y'all. I haven't done a full glam like this in a minute. Did I snatch my double chin enough? Literally, they got out here using eyeshadow palettes that they haven't even cleaned with alcohol or any type of antibacterial spray or anything. And they going to you after they just used it on their other client. They not washing their brushes in between. They're not using any type of brush cleaner. But because they got talent, you thinking like, oh, my gonna be flawless. Honey, if you pop up with some type of infection or fungus on your skin, like, remember, sanitation is important. A cute little $200 pink rolling case that you got from, focus girl, because I'm talking about right now. Honey, a $200 pink rolling case that you got from Wayfair does not make you a damn MUA. Yeah, I said it. We're gonna go in with the Maybelline Master Chrome in the shade 200 Molten Topaz. All these freelance artists y'all be going to, y'all better check their credentials. I literally had who never even stepped foot in a cosmetology school tell me, girl, blah 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 blah, that's not right. What? If you don't get the hell out my damn face. Look, baby, I'ma shine with this $20,000 knowledge. But a real lesson that I want you to learn is not everybody is rooting on your damn downfall. I really want to talk about my crazy horror stories, but like I'm I'm damn near done. I have freaking eyeliner and lashes to do. I've had clients, my first client ever, she was deaf and her mom was in there with her. She literally took the comb from me and started combing her daughter's hair for her. Everybody around me was livid. They were like, girl, don't let her do that to you, blah 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 blah. Like, girl, I ain't know what the hell to do. I've had clients throw up on my stuff. They ain't throw up on me, but she threw up on my stuff, y'all. Oh my god, that's a whole, I'm gonna do a whole story time on that right there. That was an experience that, oh lord, the lady was so sweet, but child, I remember that day when my mom was picking me up and I told her what happened. Not only that, y'all, but I had stayed really late that day. I had switched over to 10 to 7 o'clock. Literally, it was like after 8. Y'all, I forgot to do my highlight here in my cupid's bow. That may scare the hell out of y'all. Mind your business. I'm gonna contour the inside of my cupid's bow, like the little part, because that don't be sitting up. But another point I wanted to make, not everybody is rooting on your damn downfall. Sometimes you are your biggest hater and you don't even be knowing it. Ain't that crazy? Because when you committed to thinking that everybody against you, I mean, let's be real here, everybody's not against you. This is coming from someone who basically just had a gang of bitches that was against me that was literally playing to be the best of friends with my ass. If I'm telling you this, you notice some real ass. The moment you stop thinking that way is the moment that you attract more people who are for your greatest good and really want to see you win. What you focus on is what you attract. Isn't that cool? This looks amazing. I did my I did. Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. I always look amazing, but damn. Liner. We are gonna take our NYX matte liquid liner. Girl, I don't know what shade this is. Oh, it's black. Alright y'all, so I don't know if you saw how I did my liner. I may have cut that part out, but we're gonna go back into the Morphe 35M Boss Mood Palette. And if you can see, let me zoom y'all in. How I did my liner. That's because I am about to smoke it out. We're gonna take a pencil brush, kind of tapered, really, if you will, and smoke that up. You know what? I'm gonna take Green with Envy instead of black to smoke this out. Okay, we're gonna mix Green with Envy with Black Magic. I'm gonna go back and clean up a bit. Now I'm gonna take an even smaller brush with Bold Moves, something like this. And we are going to smoke out the inner. We're gonna connect it. This I need a smoking out, child. This is liner. So we have like a gradient effect for a liner. We're also gonna go in and take our concealer and a flat brush, and we're gonna clean up. Now we're gonna put on lashes. This 35M palette isn't so bad for some of the shades that I used today. By the way, these lashes that I'm using, what are these? The Miss 3D 25mm mink lashes in the style PML10. I actually trimmed these. I took my tweezer scissors and I took the blades up like this, and I just snipped away at the parts that were too long. This is actually a technique I used to do on some clients' hair. Take it. Girl, I would not recommend doing this on your expensive lashes, especially if you're inexperienced. Use my spoolie to take out the little hair. Whole new lash, girl, because these were way too damn long. But we're gonna take Express Yourself. Girl, eyes, you will not be watering today. I wanted to do a red lip, but honestly I'm really feeling like this is gonna go good with nude, like the same lip that I did last time. I'm just gonna line my lips with like a neutral tone brown, and we're just gonna line it up. Oh no, what are you doing? Stop falling. Wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know about y'all, but I'm the type, I like spidery lashes, so yeah. Oh y'all, our nail just uploaded, so I know what I'll be doing after I finish editing. We're gonna take the NYX Suede matte lip liner in the shade Downtown Beauty. I'm gonna go in with the very lightest hand and use the shade Black. Alright, so we're gonna go in with the shade Embellishment by the NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick line. Girl, these are the minis, so this is not the shade that it looks like at all. It's not a bad combo, it's not really what I'm going for right now. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I look good as the way I'm, y'all. Girl. Bring it a little closer. My petty angels, this is the finished makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed this video of me just sharing my experience and really dropping some gems on y'all. Hope that you take something valuable from this video. I hope that you find a million reasons to smile within this week. I hope that the energy that you put into worrying about things that you cannot change, you put into what you can, and that it shifts your frequency. I hope that the sun shines a little bit brighter on you. I love y'all so much, and like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you love these type of videos? Do you want to see something else? You want to see something more? You want to see see me try some new things, you got some suggestions, just let me know because I'm always open to them. And halo's on because we're flying out. You not subscribed yet? But wait, you know, I find it lame as if you aren't subscribed yet. I really do. I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to be lame.